Hi, today I'm gonna be ranking and reviewing even more recent K-pop comebacks. If you haven't watched my previous parts, I suggest you go check those out before watching this one, so I'll leave links for those in the description. Also, if you see that I'm missing an important comeback, I probably have already reviewed them individually, so check my channel to see if I have videos on them. This time I will be ranking and reviewing 25 comebacks instead of the usual 15 because I want to review all the comebacks I may have missed in my previous parts that happened between the months of January and June. Because of that, there won't be any July releases in this video. I'll try to keep the reviews for each comeback relatively short so I can get through all of them quickly. I don't want this to be too long, but just remember that these are all my opinions on just the comebacks and not the idols, and no hate is intended towards the idols themselves. With that said, let's start. At number 25 we have Punch by NCT 127. I absolutely do not like this song. Don't get me wrong, I love them, but child, this song was just not it. The song and the music video was all over the place for me, and I feel like this comeback was just a waste. SM stays recycling concepts and I'm so tired of it now, please give them something new. Next at number 24 we have Wooa's debut. Wooa. I don't really like this song and I really tried to like it, but it didn't work out for me. Like I said for Punch, this song was really messy and I don't know what concept they were doing. Like, were they doing Teen Crush? Like, I genuinely want to know. I think they have the potential, but their debut was definitely my least favorite this year. At number 23 we have Signature's comeback, Asa. I got so tired of this song. Like, I really had hope for this group, but this dark teen crush concept everyone is doing does not look good on everyone. Why can't companies learn that? Yes, they got attention, which I'm glad, but I feel like companies debuting newer girl groups keep using the same concepts and I'm getting so tired of them. Companies should take note that not every girl group fits the teen and girl crush concept, and just because it is the trend does not mean they have to ride it. When they force a concept onto a group out of nowhere, it just seems odd and out of place, and it's a big risk. Y'all are saying, oh, it's not a teen crush concept, it's not a girl crush concept, it's Signature's concept. Like, let's not sugarcoat it now. Y'all will put the group's name in front of the concept and call it a new concept. Like, no, it's just teen crush. I hope they change their concept next comeback, because their next comeback will make or break them as a group, and if it doesn't do well, the situation for Signature won't be great. Next at number 22 is NCT Dream's Ride-In. Alright, so I actually kind of like this comeback. This sounds hypocritical because I just said SM keeps using the same concept over and over again, but at least this song was more put together. I decided to listen to some of the B-sides since I liked the song, and I'm not a big fan of them compared to the title track, so that's why it's ranked a little low. At number 21 we have Signature's debut, Noon Noon Na Na. This is backwards, but it's fine. I like this debut because it had a unique sound in February before every single rookie girl group started doing Teen Crush. I outgrew this song quickly, but it was still really unique to me when it released, so that's why it was higher than Asa. I also found the music video more creative than Asa. Overall, I wasn't the biggest fan of Noon Noon Na Na, but I think it was certainly better than Asa. Next at number 20 we have Wavy's Turn Back Time. Now, I know this isn't a Korean group and they're a Chinese subunit of NCT, but many of y'all requested for me to review it, so here I am. I personally liked the song, and yes, the concept is really recycled, but this was the very first Wavy song I've ever heard and I've gotta say I was impressed. Everything looked more basic, I guess, but I liked it more than all of the CGI in Punch. The song was also really catchy. The choreography for me was not that great, like child, those head bops were not it, but moving on. At number 19 is Alexa's comeback, Do or Die. I kind of like this song, but like Bomb, I didn't enjoy it the first listen. I think it's really cool of Alexa to do a storyline for her releases, and her concept is kind of like a futuristic cyborg concept while keeping that nice sleek style she has. I didn't like Bomb before, but after Do or Die released I started appreciating it more. Either way, I still liked this comeback and I cannot wait for her next one. At number 18 is Bandit's comeback, Jungle. I liked the music video, but the song was just another we forgot to put lyrics in the chorus song, and that was kind of the deciding point for me. The visuals this comeback were superior, period. Next at number 17 is Secret Number's debut, Who Dis. I really hated this song when I first heard it. I had high expectations for this debut since a lot of people were hyping it up, and I was kind of expecting a more unique and edgier concept than the typical Teen Crush one, but instead we got Teen Crush. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate the concept entirely, but every time I see a new girl group debut now it seems like they all have the same concept with just a few exceptions. It was alright in 2019 with yt.tzuyubebe and a few other groups, but I'm so tired of it now. The only reason why this is up here at 17 is because this song definitely grew on me and the group actually fits the concept. This debut definitely blew up, but I think it's because they did Teen Crush. If it was any other concept the debut would be a flop. Also, one of the members, Jinny, was supposed to be in Blackpink, which is cool, but I guess YG screwed her over. Their only B-side Holiday slaps, so go listen to that. At number 16 is Weekly's debut Tag Me. This was something I liked right off the bat. As you all know, I'm a sucker for upbeat bright concepts and this caught me off guard. I was totally expecting a Teen Crush concept, and even though I don't like the concept, everyone is doing it, so I was expecting it regardless. I love this song and the members were really enjoying themselves. I think since they are from Pink's company, their management team has to do good in the next 2 or 3 years, so when they finally have their breakthrough they will go a long way. Overall, I'm excited to see what will happen next for this group, so hopefully Play M gives them creative concepts so they can bring back the trend of colorful bright concepts again. I feel like I'm the only one who wants to bring back those concepts, but it's fine. Next at number 15 is Dia's Hug You. I like this song, but it felt really empty to me and I feel like this comeback didn't do them any good. I'm still really confused as to why MBK Chaeyoung and Somi sit out, because Chaeyoung is their most popular member. I really hope they don't disband as a group, and I just hope MBK learns to manage them better. Next at number 14 we have TXT's comeback Can't You See Me. I personally think this is their best song to date, followed by Crown. The outfits were decent, the song was good, and the choreography was alright. I'm not into TXT, but they are certainly a point of interest. Overall, I'd give this whole comeback a 6.5 out of 10. For number 13 I have Minzy's comeback Lovely. I'll be truthful here. I didn't like the song at all in its first listen, but after a while I started to like it a lot. The song had a deep meaning which was nice. Minzy delivered with very strong vocals this comeback, and I'm glad to see her get back on her feet after issues with leaving her previous company. Music Works Entertainment. At number 12 is Stray Kids God's Menu. Usually I don't know what is a comeback from Stray Kids, like they have so many songs and so many releases I can't keep up. I liked this song the first listen and there was a nice meaning to it. I thought it was really catchy and I'd definitely go out of my way to listen to this song. Next at number 11 is Red Square's debut Colorful. I really like this group and their approach to do a new concept, but I am really sad that they got overshadowed by groups like Secret Number who debuted the same week they did. No one even asked me to do a review for this and I didn't even know about them until someone told me about them, like they are that underrated. I personally prefer this debut more than Secret Numbers because it was so refreshing to see a group debut without Teen Crush. I also got some Jazz Mamamoo vibes in the song and I really liked the concept of covering their faces in the MV so you could only care for their talent and not about their visuals. I love their approach, but I'm sad people are sleeping on them. Stream Colorful. At number 10 we have AB6IX's new comeback The Answer. I love their song so much, like AB6 only releases bops period. It's really unfortunate what happened to Youngmin, but I think it was also best for the group's image. If you don't know what happened, basically Youngmin got caught drunk driving and got charged with a DUI. He was initially supposed to stop promoting with the rest of the group for their next comeback, but he ended up leaving the group. What caught me really off guard is that their company didn't even try to edit him out of the music video. I am sad that we lost a leader, but I think it was just for the best. Anyways, this song was nice and bright and the B-sides were alright for me. Next at number 9 is One Us is a song written easily. This song is so peaceful and the beats and everything are just amazing. This is definitely by far one of my favorite songs released this year. It just has such a nice flow. I feel like RBW was planning for a higher budget comeback for later, so they made this one a little lower in budget, but nonetheless it's still a bop, so stand One Us for good skin. At number 8 we have Left and Right by 17. This song is a bop period. I sound repetitive, but this isn't even all of it yet. This song is Song of the Year worthy, like it's just that good. I think I might stand because of this song because Charlotte slapped. Someone get me a dictionary, I'm running out of words to say. Next at number 7 is Nature's comeback Girls. The song had nice beats and their uncensored music video, chill, scrumptious. I loved its concept and their B-side dive slaps, so go check it out. I'd give this comeback an 8 out of 10 and I'm definitely interested in this group and what's next for them. For number 6 I have WJSN's comeback Butterfly. This is where everything gets juicy. Yo, Riem owned this era period. Like, have you seen her visuals? The song is catchy, the choreography is simple and easy to learn, the rap is immaculate. Everything about this comeback snapped, and may I say that WJSN has some of the best B-sides in the industry? Just listen to the album and see for yourself. At number 5 is Secret Story of the Swan by IZ*ONE. Again, nothing much here except that they snapped and so did my bones. I'm still not over Fiesta and then they drop this on me. This song slapped, and even though I'm not a big fan of EDM drops, this chorus had lyrics which was nice. The music video was stunning and aesthetically pleasing to watch. But I'm starting to wonder if Eunbi will ever get a dance break in any of their songs. Yes, Chaeyoung is amazing and she deserves all the love she gets, but Eunbi is also a main dancer and I feel like sometimes Chaeyoung overshadows her. Also, Chaeyoung stans, we need to have a talk. Don't say your bias is mistreated in the group when they really aren't. Yes, there are other stans in the fandom that are like this, but internationally I see this very often with only Chaeyoung stans. When I first got into IZ*ONE, Chaeyoung was my bias and I always used to victimize Chaeyoung because I wanted people to like her because she was quote unquote mistreated when she really wasn't. I would say stuff like the cameraman did her dirty during her lines or she never has a dance break, and I would just complain that Chaeyoung has nothing. Those type of comments are toxic and I see them too much now that I'm starting to hate Chaeyoung stans for this. You all will literally yap about how Chaeyoung doesn't have this or that or isn't treated as royalty by Mnet's cameraman even though no one in the group is. I get that you want the best for your bias, but this is just so excessive and unnecessary. I used to do this to try and get Chaeyoung's name out there, but after a while I learned to stop complaining about Chaeyoung because I looked at members like Hyeon Nako and Hitomi who got literally scraps in every song. Now I'm not trying to attack Chaeyoung at all. She was my first bias and my bias wrecker, and you have every reason to stan her for she is one of the most talented idols in the industry. But don't try to sit there and pretend like she is mistreated when she isn't at all compared to her fellow members. I will say it again, Chaeyoung is not mistreated. Sorry if that was long, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Overall this comeback was amazing, it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Next at number 4 we have Oopsie by Wiki Mickey. I loved this song so much, it was like Picky Picky but better. I'm just mad they didn't get enough attention to get their first win. Like I said in my last ranking and reviewing recent K-pop comebacks video, Wiki Mickey should have gotten their first win a long time ago, but they're robbed every single era. The more time that passes while they are a group without a first win is devastating, and like I said before, Fantagio really needs to do better in promoting them because Astro faced the same struggles for a while, and as much as I don't want it to happen, Wiki Mickey is starting to go down the same path, which is terrible for the group. I really hope they get their first win in their next comeback, because if not, who knows what will happen to them. Regardless, they only release bops and Oopsie was definitely one of them, so stream Oopsie. At number 3 I have Maria by Hwasa. This song is everything for me. At first listen I didn't like the la 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 part where she was just dancing, but now that I have listened to it more it has grown on me. The meaning of the song was really deep and Hwasa stays serving with her vocals. I love this concept on her and I feel like she's one of the very few idols that can pull it off because of her charm and her sexiness. Her stage presence is so strong and amazing, like Please Step on Me and Yejin. The world doesn't deserve her. Anyways, the B-sides were amazing as well, so please go listen to those. The music video was art, the performances were art, everything about this comeback was so consistent. It's by far one of my favorites this year, which is why it's ranked at number 3 on this list. Coming in at number 2 is Baekhyun's solo comeback Candy. Delicious. Everything about this comeback got me sold. The MV was chef's kiss and so was this mini album Chile. Give him album of the year right now. Anyways, his vocals also served. Just look at this. My favorite B-sides from this comeback are probably Bungee and Poppin', but nothing beats the title track. I had a stroke when it released, but I'm fine now. Or am I? Anyways, stream Candy. Last but not least we have Pora Pum by Sunmi at number 1. Pora Pum is by far the best music video I've seen this year, followed by Nonstop by Oh My Girl. It's so pleasing to watch, like please Sunmi save some visuals for the rest of us. This song was just everything, like I have no words. The sets, the stages, the live vocals, the outfits and styling, everything about this comeback I loved. The one thing I was kind of sad about was that it was just a single, but overall it's the best single this year for me. Imagine not standing Sunmi at this point, like that's just embarrassing. Keep that shit to yourself. This comeback is a 100 out of 10. Anyways, stan Sunmi and stream Pora P Pump for good skin. Alright, so those are all the comebacks I wanted to cover. I probably skipped like 5, but I'm not going to be reviewing any more January to June releases in my future parts, so sorry. If I sounded repetitive in my explanations, it's because I have a small range of vocabulary, but if you know me you would probably know that by now. Anyways, thank you for watching and leave your opinions on recent comebacks down below, and I'll see you next time.